Hello, everyone, and welcome back. We're really happy to have you here with us today.
Yes, welcome everyone. This is a place where learning English feels simple, calm, and motivating.
Exactly. And today, we're talking about something that touches everyone's life.
The future.
Yes, the future. Your plans, your ideas, your dreams, and the things you want to do next.
Talking about the future in English can feel difficult at first, but don't worry.
We're going to keep everything clear, simple, and very practical.
Before we start, just a quick reminder. If you enjoy learning English with us, take a moment to subscribe and support the channel.
Thank you so much for being here. Now, let's begin.
Let's start with a very simple question.
What are you going to do after listening to this podcast?
For me, after we finish, I think I'll make myself a cup of tea.
That's a nice plan, and you said something important. I think I'll make a cup of tea.
Yes, that little word will is very powerful.
We use will when we decide something right now. It's not a big plan, it's a decision we make in the moment.
For example, I feel a bit tired, so I will rest for a few minutes.
Exactly. The decision happens now. Repeat after us.
I will rest for a few minutes.
I will rest for a few minutes.
Very good. And the great thing about will is that it's easy.
I will, you will, he will, she will, we will, they will.
No changes, no stress.
You can also use will to talk about predictions.
Like saying, I think it will rain tomorrow.
You're not 100% sure, but it's your feeling.
Repeat, it will rain tomorrow.
It will rain tomorrow.
And if something will not happen, we say won't.
Won't means will not.
For example, I won't work tomorrow.
Repeat after us. I won't work tomorrow.
I won't work tomorrow.
Perfect.
So will is great for quick decisions and simple ideas about the future.
But sometimes we talk about real plans.
Plans we already decided before.
And for that, we use something different. Yes, going to is perfect when the plan already exists in your mind. It means you thought about it before this moment.
For example, I can say, I'm going to call my sister tonight.
That's a plan you already decided.
Repeat after us.
I'm going to call my sister tonight.
I'm going to call my sister tonight.
Very good.
Now listen carefully. With going to, we need the verb to be.
Yes, we say I am, you are, he is, she is, we are, they are.
Then going to, then the verb.
For example, I am going to study English this evening.
Repeat.
I am going to study English this evening.
I am going to study English this evening.
Great.
Let's use another example from daily life.
Tomorrow morning, I am going to wake up early.
Repeat after us.
I am going to wake up early.
I am going to wake up early.
That sounds very natural.
And now a small comparison.
Listen carefully.
I'm thirsty. I will drink some water.
That's a decision now.
But if I say after work, I am going to drink water at the gym.
That's a plan.
Exactly.
Both are correct. You just choose the right one for the situation.
And that's how native speakers think.
They don't think about grammar rules all the time.
They think about meaning.
Now let's talk about something very important.
Dreams.
Yes, dreams are part of the future too.
And talking about dreams in English feels very powerful.
For example, someone can say, one day I will travel the world.
Repeat after us.
One day I will travel the world.
One day I will travel the world.
That sentence feels hopeful.
Yes, because will is often used for big dreams.
Things that are far in the future.
Now let's connect dreams and plans.
If your dream is to travel the world, what is a small plan?
You can say, next year I'm going to save more money.
Repeat. Next year I am going to save more money.
Next year I'm going to save more money.
Very good. Big dreams become real when you make small plans.
small plans are easier to follow.
And they help you feel confident.
Let's take another example.
If your dream is, I will speak English fluently, a good plan could be, tonight I am going to practice English for 10 minutes.
Repeat after us.
Tonight I am going to practice English for 10 minutes.
Tonight, I'm going to practice English for 10 minutes.
Perfect.
10 minutes is not scary.
But 10 minutes every day makes a big difference.
That's how progress works.
Now let's talk about time words we often use with the future.
These words tell us when something will happen.
For example, tomorrow.
I will call you tomorrow.
Repeat. I will call you tomorrow.
I will call you tomorrow.
Another common one is tonight.
We're going to watch a movie tonight.
Repeat after us. We're going to watch a movie tonight. We're going to watch a movie tonight. Very natural.
We also say next week, next month, and next year.
For example, next week, I'm going to start a new project.
Repeat.
Next week, I'm going to start a new project.
Next week, I am going to start a new project.
Excellent.
You can also be more specific.
You can say in 2 days, in 3 weeks, or in 5 years.
For example, in 5 years, I will live in a bigger house.
Repeat after us.
In 5 years, I will live in a bigger house.
In 5 years, I will live in a bigger house. Nice.
Talking about the future helps you feel motivated.
It helps you imagine a better life.
And English becomes a tool, not a problem.
Exactly.
Before we finish, let's review quickly.
We use will for quick decisions in dreams.
We use going to for plans we already decided.
And we use time words to make our meaning clear.
Now it's your turn to practice.
Think about one thing you will do tomorrow.
Think about one plan you are going to do this week,
Say them out loud.
even if you are alone.
Practice builds confidence.
And confidence builds fluency.
Thank you so much for listening with us today.
Keep learning
Keep planning.
and keep dreaming about your future.
See you next time.
Take care and goodbye.